How do we onboard to Avatar? How do you guys plan to scale? This whole system is very different and unique from what we have seen.
Convert their work history, achievements, skills into unique digital assets known as non-fungible tokens. Employers can craft NFTs to highlight their company's reputation and commitment to fair employment practices. Avatr is developing its own talent marketplace. In essence, Avatr functions akin to a digital stock market for workplace participants.
Can you introduce yourself, your background, and the inspiration behind founding Avatar?
Sure. First of all, thank you for inviting me, Daley. My expertise lies in the intersection of technology area and the innovation, and where I have navigated through the complexities of traditional recruitment systems. The inspiration behind Avatar stems from a desire to revolutionize talent recognition by introducing transparency, decentralization, and fair rewards. And through our platform, powered by blockchain, token economy, and artificial intelligence, individuals can now tokenize their talents and receive equitable rewards.
So let's explore more about the core concept of the talent tokenization, what it is, and how it stands out in the current employment landscape.
Definitely. Yes, absolutely, Daily. Talent tokenization at Avatar is a groundbreaking approach that redefines how talent is recognized and rewarded in the modern workforce. Our platform uses blockchain, token economics, and artificial intelligence for that purpose to quantify the individual performance through transparent, immutable, and accountable metrics which are directly written on the chain. Now, there are tasks which will be completed on Avatar, which will be recorded as smart contracts on the blockchain, ensuring transparency and security. At the core of our system is Avatar Performance Coefficient, which is a unique formation to identify your performance, a formula that quantifies your individual performance. And this performance is tokenized into limited NFTs, allowing for direct rewards without the intermediaries, which is very important. And by tokenizing this performance, we empower the users to monetize their skills and achievements, seamlessly disrupting the traditional employment models. In overall essence, Avatar's talent tokenization model transforms work into quantifiable, tradable assets, opening new avenues for individuals to earn and gain recognition in the decentralized economy.
Okay, I think I understand what you guys are doing. So basically, on the platform of Avatar, there will be different tasks that we need to do complete, and so upon completing those tasks, and of course having like a high performance review from your recruiter, for example, all the data will be updated on chain and minted as an NFT. So that's like an achievement NFT that we will get, and then we can use that NFT to show it off on the profile, and then basically let the recruiters look at those NFTs and evaluate our performance. Is
I
that
would I would like to correct a little bit
yes?
there, Daily. There will be no task from the system.
Okay.
Imagine the current traditional employment system where there is an employer and there is an employee, right? So employer publish a job advertisement, and there are people who are applying to the job advertisements in today's world. But once the employer selects or shortlist a candidate, after that there is no responsibility from the platform. So it ends when you actually appoint someone. In Avatar, it starts from there, but the entire hiring happens on the system. And once you are hired, that job advertisement is automatically converted into a smart job, which is a smart contract written on the chain, signed by both the parties using their wallet. So now that's something which is first time happening in this world, where your employment goes on the chain, and then as per employer and employees both agrees on some terms and condition that, hey, I will pay you monthly or weekly, and you will say, hey, I will also submit some proof of work on a weekly and monthly basis. So every time smart contract or smart job triggers something and you go there, sign there, and that becomes your on-chain performance happening. And there are a lot of other metrics on that smart job which calculates your on-chain performance. So it's not like there are tasks and you achieve NFTs, but you yourself become an avatar, a group of NFTs. That means you are fractionalizing your own talent. Yeah.
So I'm imagining Avatar to be a platform where a recruiter, they have certain jobs available looking for hire, and then upon finding the hire, all of the jobs will be transferred on chain, all the data will be on chain, and so we will sign transactions like, hey, okay, it's gonna, for example, it's gonna be the payment is gonna be a monthly basis, and then the freelancer, for example, will submit the job on a weekly basis, for example. If we do exactly in what's in the smart contract stated, then our performance will be rated very high. But let's say if we are slow on submission, for example, if we don't do things correctly, then it'll be lower. Then so is that a right assumption
That's
to make?
correct. That's one of
Okay.
the strong metric to define your on-chain performance daily. But the formula to calculate your performance on the chain is very robust,
Hmm.
is very weighted. So let's calculate in a very basic way. So number of smart jobs completed on a system, that is your one metric. How many hours of smart jobs you have completed on a system, your second level metric. What is your stability curve? Means if you have taken three smart jobs and you're 100% completed on time with a very good behavior or governance with the employer, then that is the third weighted metric, and so on. So the formula is so robust, which helps you to identify and create your performance directly on the chain by following the what do you call the employment terms directly with the employer.
Hmm. I think this is very innovating. If you look at the old traditional system like we have, like Fiverr or whatever, really one way that the other recruiter can evaluate if this freelancer is good or not is based on comments, is based on reviews, like, oh, hey, this guy is very on time, this guy is very good, but there is no like transparent metrics that we can look at
That's a
from it.
very good point you're
Yeah.
saying. It's all like subjective in the sense of
Yeah.
there is no authority to, provide you the transparency. But
Hmm.
now take the example of blockchain. You are referring a very great question where the technology innovation of blockchain is happening, which is like immutable, transparent, and totally committed to, if you commit something, you can't change. That's
Yeah.
the beauty of smart contract, right? So you can't have these three important factors in the traditional environment at all. You are all totally dependent what the user is entering, which is controlled by the platform. So the data driven economy is totally changing via the blockchain, where the data ownership belongs to you, which is
Hmm.
immutable and transparent. So for you as an employer, if you are trying to hire me as a chemical engineer, you do not depend on me to provide you the data. Rather, you go to the chain and see my entire history,
Yeah.
my performance, how many jobs I have done, what is my rating, how many people are actually promoting me. Like if people are buying my NFT, that means they are indirectly promoting me. So that makes the employer's life so easy and so transparent and honest that you definitely would like to immediately shortlist the best fit candidate among 1,000 candidates within seconds.
Yes, yes, that sounds very nice. Okay, thank you so much. Now, okay, so now that we understand more about the platform, let's get to the question behind the team, because it seems like this sort of platform requires I would say is people with expertise in the field. So, how about the team? How many coworkers are you working with in this amazing project?
Definitely. I think being into the forefront of this complex technology, yes, the team is deep plays a very important role, not only from the skills point of view, but the people who believe in the product and stay motivated to make sure we are totally determined to roll out this product. I would tell you a little story. During the COVID times, I formed a very close group of pilot team, like my architects and my engineers. We four people started researching. It was like around 2018-19. We did a 9 months of pilot programming via the smart contracts, and we had a breakthrough that how can we program something on the chain to have two parties and remove the middleman. So that is where the team has started getting interest into this idea. And today the team is made up of people who have all worked in the past. We have launched enterprise grade projects in the past with great success. And it is a tremendous advantage that we have all worked together successfully in the past and have a rich background in the recruitment space and technology space. And the team is spread across four countries at the moment. India, basically the pure technical brains are there. Hong Kong, my tokenomics engineer is from Hong
Oh,
Kong. He helped me a lot into simulating the economics and formula. Australia, primarily the business and marketing team, and Poland, we have I think one designer working from Poland, and we are
yeah.
all very tight and have decades of experience in our respective fields. We also have very young, energetic minds in the marketing space that are really injecting a lot of excitement into the project.
Okay, fantastic. Good to know. Good to know. Let us talk about the recent achievements that you've had since launch, because you said you've been developing this project for a long time now. Do you want to walk us through briefly? What are some of the highlights of Avatar?
Definitely. First of all, we are building from last 2 years, including the analytical phase and conceptualization phase, and probably more than 6 months we spent in writing the what do you call the formula of token economics. So yes, we have seen we are building during the beer market phase, So and now we are seeing quite a good market happening outside with the Bitcoin improving up. So yes, we are there from like more than 12 months, but in the last 6 months, we have seen a lot of progress. Like besides the standard approach of engaging the traditional media platforms, we are pleased with how we have been able to spread our message organically at various expos around the world. I think I have been to Dubai, Singapore, to Australia, and the reaction we are getting to our solution has been amazing. And when the community understands our message and the potential of the project, they directly jump on board. So that is one of the biggest achievement we had in terms of response directly from the people we are talking to. And we have also added some pivotal advisors to our team in the areas of
Yeah.
marketing, artificial intelligence, and tokenomics. They have slotted into the team seamlessly and really hit the ground running as we put the finalized finishing touches on unveiling our MVP, the minimum viable product, which is planned to come up in next few weeks. And finally, we are in very promising negotiations with significant partners that presents massive scaling opportunities for Avatar in very progressive regions of the world. We'll be sure to keep everyone updated as the matters are finalized. So these are few of the big achievements in the last 6 months, Daily.
Fantastic. And I think you forgot to mention one thing though. I don't know if this is like a big achievement, but you also have a partnership with altcoin Daily. Now that is
Oh
one of
yes,
the yes sir, that's
yes,
one of the biggest channel in crypto right now. I mean, I'm a fan. So do you want to talk about that very quickly? Like,
Definitely.
yeah,
I think it was last year, last quarter, where we were going to Australia for our conference, and we got a big booth there. We were launching our Tesla to give away as a big reward, and we were launching our Mako NFT, which is a membership NFT. So if you have the NFT, you actually participate closely with our team on the Discord, and you the rewards which we are running on a weekly and bi-weekly basis, you get a membership to participate and win the reward. So we were planning that exercise, and we were thinking, all right, who can communicate our message to a bigger audience in a very simplistic language. So we approached Altcoin Daily and we explained our idea. We had a couple of discussions. I remember the initial discussions were pretty much complex for them to understand that what we are doing. But I think after a few discussions, they got to understand that yes, this is something which they would like to, communicate to their community. So we had that partnership. They come on board. They produce a big video, which is become which have become a very big highlight. So yes, that was really an exciting stage in our product timelines, and I was very happy when that video came out and got a very brilliant response from virtual community also, and the expo which we ran in Australia.
Yeah, yeah, it's a whiteboard crypto kind of type of video, but I can see that he explained it very well in the video as well. So it was a massive success as well. Now, the fifth question that I have for you is when you're talking about the community and the NFTs, how do you guys interact with the community? Because I think that besides those NFTs and events on Discord, you also have like Zeoli campaigns running, right? Are there
Yes.
any other community events that you are planning in the future as well?
At this stage, Twitter is a staple in our marketing efforts and is certainly a meeting place point for all things crypto. It seems like yesterday that we all had was a great idea with zero awareness. So seeing our support grow is very rewarding. It's excites us to work toward fulfilling our potential because we know in our hearts we have the right vision and how positively everyone in the workplace will be impacted. And after our Tesla draw, which is planned in mid March or end of March, we have plenty more community based rewards and competitions coming. And many of these will be based around engagement around our upcoming MVP milestone. So, primarily, I would suggest to your audience that Twitter is the go to platform to engage with us, to talk to us. And via that, you can also go directly to engage in our Discord channels where we have dedicated channels for dedicated purposes. Like someone wants to know about tech, there is a tech channel. Someone wants to know about tokenomics, there are separate channel. Someone wants to continuously participate in the events and try to win, then there is a membership channel as well, where you buy the Mako NFT and you directly talk to our close community people to participate and win.
Okay, fantastic. How do we onboard to Avatar? What's the process here for both with the recruiter and for the freelancers? What do we need from us?
Let me simplify it. Talent tokenization at Avatar simplifies employment dynamics by leveraging this blockchain technology. Employers engage with the platform to create job contracts stored as smart contracts on the blockchain. These contracts ensure transparency and provide a verifiable record of work related metrics such as hours, task completion, and job specifications, and many more like skill sets and many other rating and reviews between employers. For employees, participation involves entering into these smart jobs, which are smart contracts with employers, where their performance data is securely recorded on the blockchain. This process creates a transparent ledger of their professional accomplishments. Now, the innovation unfolds when this data is tokenized. Both employers and the employees can convert their work history, achievements, skills into unique digital assets known as non fungible tokens, which are primarily known for digital ownership. Now, these NFTs serves as a digital badge showcasing an individual's professional journey and skills. Employees tokenize themselves into fractionalized NFT, representing their unique performance and talent. Similarly, employers can craft NFTs to highlight their company's reputation and commitment to fair employment practices. This dual tokenization process empowers both sides of the employment equation to showcase their skills and track records in a digital format, which is in an app. Now, these NFTs, which are community owned and tradable, enable the tokenization of talent and the creation of a reward pool. Enhanced on chain performance translates to greater rewards for all NFT holders, including the creator of the NFT as well.
So how do we like get the fractionalized NFT?
That's a very good question on the acquisition part, Daily. That if you are neither an employee nor an employee, uh, imagine you are just an investor who and you are seeing high performing avatars and you would like to buy their NFTs in order to get rewarded, right?
Mhm.
But you are not an actual user of the product, which means you are neither an employer or employee. Now, absolutely, the process of acquiring fractionalized NFTs in Avatar is designed to be very user friendly and inclusive, and there are three acquisition methods here. First one is referrals. This exciting avenue is through referrals, by which means by recommending avatars to others, you can earn a 5% stake in their NFTs. It's a very community driven way to build your NFT portfolio. Let me give you an example. Let's say you are referring me to join Avatar platform. I join the platform and I create a performance and I become an avatar and I fractionalize myself into 1,000 NFTs. So 5% of those NFTs will be immediately transferred to you at the mint time. So that's a referral mechanism. The other one is purchase on the marketplace. So we Avatar is developing its own talent marketplace, which is functioning much like a conventional marketplace. Here, you can seamlessly buy and sell fractionalized NFTs of any avatar. Think of it
Mhm.
as an open sea for talent, providing an open and accessible marketplace. All you need to is connect your wallet and start exploring the high performing avatars and buy 5% here, 10% here. So it's just like a talent marketplace. And the third option is rewards. So at various time frames, we will be doing airdrops of fractionalized NFTs, which will be incrementally distributed to community members. There is no limit how much you can acquire. In fact, the objective should be to have ownership and exposure as broad as a talent base as possible. So investing in multiple avatar is recommended. Further to this, you have the flexibility to own as little or as great a percentage of any singular avatar. Let me explain you
Yeah.
the Mako NFT, right? So in order to build the community, we have a strategy to launch platform NFTs, not
Hmm.
avatars, fractionalized NFTs. And there are five cycles we have, and each cycle will come after 12 months. So today we are running the Mako NFT. The primary sale rounds has been closed, and now it is just available just as a membership NFT. The base level NFT is available. So there are we have planned 10,000 Mako NFTs, and then the second cycle will come after 12 months, which will be 5,000 Tiger NFTs, and so on it goes. And every cycle it will half down the total number of NFTs, and only the Mako can go to the Tiger NFT. You can't buy Tiger NFT if you don't have a Mako NFT. So it's a very progressive and incremental cycle. But the higher the platform NFT you have as a community member, which means as a marketing community member, the rewards will be higher to you. Now, the other concept is avatar as a product. Employers and employees become avatar, they fractionalize themselves into fractionalized NFTs. That's the product and that's the talent marketplace, which is very different to your platform NFTs.
So holding the Mako NFT will grant us the rights to be eligible to join the airdrop, correct? And then
And many other
and
rewards daily.
many other words, absolutely.
Yes,
And then
yes.
in the future, as you mentioned, 12 months from now, for example,
Hmm.
to be updated about the timeline, there will be other collections. Let's say call it Tiger.
Hmm.
The supply will be halved, like 5,000. And let's say
Yes.
6 months from there, there'll be another collection called the Dragon. It will be like 2,500, another half. But you mentioned a very interesting point. So in order to mint the Tiger and then the Dragon, we need to mint the Mako NFT first. If we don't have the Mako NFT, we cannot mint that.
You can't buy the Tiger NFT. Absolutely. At the moment, the Mako NFTs are available to be, it's open to buy. You can buy
On
any Mako
marketplace,
NFT. Yes.
on
From
OpenSea.
our website. From our website, you can
Ah.
go and buy it.
I'm looking at the site of Avatar, and it seems like one Mako NFT membership is now $149. You can buy it with crypto, multiple cryptos accepted, or you can buy it with USDC on Polygon, or you can even buy it with your card. Okay, so multiple revenues here for you to choose, but check it out because you need the Mako NFT in order to participate in other NFT sales rounds. That's going to be very crucial because they have a bunch of rewards and absolute airdrops in the future waiting for you. So check it out, man. Here's another question that I have about the interest because other rewards, does it include like interest from other avatars as well? Do you have to be like an avatar to have an interest?
Good question. Anyone within the community can purchase NFTs of outstanding avatars and receive token rewards from the system simply by holding these NFTs. Let me give an example. Um, See, employer and employee start performing on the system and they become avatars. When they become avatars, they can fractionalize themselves into 1,000 NFTs. These fractionalized NFTs are their talent. And now let's say Daley is coming into the system and you are seeing me as a higher performer. My performance is 80%, and I have 1,000 NFTs and 500 has been sold out, and the base price is, let's say, $2, right?
Hmm.
So you see, hey, yeah, Mahendra is performing. How can I invest in him? So there is two language here. As an investor, you are investing in me, right? But as a person, you are promoting me because I'm performing, right? And when you are buying my NFT, you are giving a significant indicator to future employers that, hey guys, there are enough people who are promoting Mahendra because he is genuinely performing. Now let's take an example of investing. Anyone can buy my NFTs because I'm a high performing avatar. You go to the marketplace, connect your wallet, you want to buy one NFT of me or all the 500, or you want to buy another avatar's NFTs. It's an open marketplace for anyone to participate and promote and invest. Now, why should you buy? That's
Yeah.
a very good question, which most of the time I have been asked. See, when you buy my NFTs, you become holder of my talent,
Hmm.
right? And if I'm performing high, we have a token economics formula, right? Which will
Yeah.
reward you as a token, which will be you will be rewarded. So if there is a 10 token, 10 talent tokens are coming as a reward in the next 3 months to me because my performance is 80%. And so out of those 10 tokens, 10 tokens, 50% of tokens will be rewarded to the people who are holding 500 NFTs of mine,
Ah.
and it will be distributed across. So you have a monetary benefit to buy my NFT, and in future, if you say, "Hey, Mahendra is not performing. I bought his NFT 1 year before when he was 80%, but now his performance is 20%." All right, go to the market and sell it out to someone else.
Okay, now that's
Yeah.
a very interesting point because now with Avatar, besides the money that we get from completing the job from the recruiter, we also have like a bonus, like sort of like an airdrop of your token to someone who has like a high performance. So that's like an additional bonus as well. So that's okay. Okay, can you talk about the tokenomics of your token and what's the listing plan, for example, for Avatar?
Definitely. See, out we have 46.48 billion tokens fixed supply. So we have made sure our strategy is deflationary. And the token is a utilitarian token, which means the prime utility of the token is that the employers can buy the token to use the system, just like you buy subscription to watch movies on Netflix. So that is the first utility. The second utility is incentivizing the participants of the system, not the system. And this is very important, which means, let's say there is a token inflow, which means tokens come to the system. Majority of that token goes to the reward pool, and that reward pool generates rewards to the NFT holders, which means people who have bought fractionalized NFTs of high performing avatars. So this is a circular economical system of our token economics, where the people are buying the token, especially employers, to use the system, and when the token comes in, it's circularly again rewarded back to the participants. It's a very novel and inventive solution. Now, in the tokenomics of the pie chart, we have managed approximately 30. I don't know, remember the number, but approximately 30% for public sale, right? And which is available for private sale, seed sale, and very soon, probably in the second quarter of this year, we are offering the token on DEX launchpads, and then it will be listed on DEX pool and
Hmm.
centralized exchanges. So that's the plan of the token listing. 30% initially is totally secured for reward pool, which means we have enough sustainable runway to reward the participants of the system. And as the system grows and scales, the tokens income into the system, there will always be a heavy percentage again reallocated to the reward pool. So that becomes a circular sustainable token economics.
My questions in the future for Avatar is how do you guys plan to scale, attract more users, cover more markets?
Yep. Um, that's a very good question. The majority of the problem for the new products and this very complex technology is always early adoption. But Avatar's scalability is anchored in its blockchain foundation and our sustainable tokenomics. The platform's architecture ensures efficient management of both user influx and sustained reward distribution over the long term. This scalability, rooted in cutting edge blockchain technology, positions us to seamlessly handle growth while maintaining a stable and rewarding user experience. And apart from the standard marketing efforts, a key scaling mechanism we have introduced is our referral system. When you refer someone onto the system who can be an employee or employee, you gain a 5% ownership stake of their fractionalized NFTs and the subsequent rewards. This is very simple and powerful scaling initiative, as it is free and
Hmm.
allows anyone to generate multiple reward streams at no cost to themselves. Let's imagine daily you refer 100 people to Avatar, all of them become high performing avatars. You immediately is having 500% stake of your total referral. That's huge. And then you are rewarded by the system. So that's a very huge and strong and robust scaling mechanism we have in place.
Yeah, yeah. I guess the question is like, how do we get the most effective referral, and still, it's one thing to refer people, and it's another thing to have a great platform for the avatar to actually stay and work with avatar instead of choosing other venues. But I think that with a very good and thought out system that you have, I think it's going to attract a lot of people because this whole system is very different and unique from what we have seen, and it's very clear, it's very transparent, and it's even better than other traditional platforms where you have like additional airdrop on top of the payment that you receive and all that. I think that's very nice. What's your roadmap in 2024, and how you're gonna sort of like reshape the future of the workforce with this roadmap and the product?
Yes. Um, in the coming months, we are set to achieve significant milestones in our development. Uh, I remember in the first month of this year, we were brainstorming that yes, our marketing efforts are right. We have great partnerships onboarded. We have planned some expos to visit and go through. We had a lot of questions from the community, and we were able to, make sure everyone understands what we are doing. And then we brainstorm and strategize that it is very important to launch a mini product, right. So we planned a minimum viable product. We are committed to delivering this robust MVP by April this year, showcasing the core functionalities of our Avatr platform. Then, as you also asked, the listing and availability of the token, we have planned some initial DEX offering events in the late April or May month. We have strategized to run a few DEX offering. This event marks crucial steps in the funding strategy and also community engagement. In the mid of the year, or probably third quarter of this year, we will be listing on decentralized exchanges, like creating a liquidity pool on the DEX to offer the coin at a very stable price. And in the third end of third quarter, or the initial stage of fourth quarter, we'll start approaching to list on centralized exchanges with our regional strategy. Now, by the time our lean MVP would have been tested by the Mako NFT holders and other community members and by our team. And in the last quarter, we are planning to launch the beta version of our product. So that's our plan on the product side. And we are aiming the first quarter of next year to go live with our Avatar DApp. Yeah, I'm picking one question, which I think is very important for people to understand. Please explain platform's reward system.
Okay,
So,
let's do it.
um, and that's a very good question. See, Avatar's tokenomics is sustainable and circular, which means with every token comes to the platform, there is always a percentage of that token inflow goes to the reward pool. So that makes the reward pool sustainable and circular. Now, let's imagine you are an employee and you have performed 30 smart jobs. You have completed 1,000 hours. I'm just using some numbers, and your system calculates your APC avatar performance coefficient as 75 percentage. And in the overall avatars in the system, your ranking is around 10, right? So you are performing really high. Now, how the reward system works, let's say, now when you are performing high, definitely I would like to buy your NFT, which means you have 1,000 fractionalized NFTs and I'll buy 50% of yours. Why should I buy? Because system will reward me from this reward pool. Now, when I buy 50% of your NFTs and the next reward distribution comes in and 10 to talent tokens are rewarded to you, which means to your NFT holders, I will get 5 talent tokens of that distribution. So this is how it works in the practical sense. But the reward pool is a program, is a smart contract program directly on the smart chain, as on the blockchain. all the dynamics of token inflow, token outflow, and how many rewards to be distributed, and reading all the high performing avatars from the system is purely dynamic, immutable, and on the chain. So this is how reward system or reward pool works. So let me pick up a tech question now. Will other chains be available other than Polygon? Asked
Hmm.
by Mr. JP Morgan.
Here we go.
Definitely. The if we all see the current blockchain innovation happening, there is a huge necessity of interoperability, right? We have achieved like L2s have definitely have achieved two strongest what do you call infra related points, which is scalability and security. And we are seeing good growth of innovative solutions coming in the market. For example, zero knowledge proof for the security verification and scalability to write huge amount of transactions. And in future, we will also see some solutions around interoperability. I think Chainlink is doing a fantastic job in order to make sure the assets can be not only accessed on one chain but on multiple chains. And we as a DApp who are deploying on the blockchain have interoperable plans. We are starting with Polygon because we understand the scalability and the security mechanism it provides, and its tech stack is very easy to adopt and implement and launch the DApp on their system. But in future, we would like to interoperate with multiple other chains. That's a very good question. Let me answer this one. What problems does Avatar solve in recruitment? That's a very good question. So, Avatar addresses two primary issues. First one is outdated work expectations and systems. Current work expectations from both employees and employers are evolving, but existing systems struggle to keep pace, resulting in inefficiencies and disconnection. Avatar aims to modernize these systems, make them more responsive to the changing needs of participants in the workforce. The second one is flaws in traditional recruitment and employment system. Like traditional recruitment methods adhere to outdated standards and lack satisfactory outcomes. The involvement of third parties like job boards and recruiters has led to a lack of transparency and control over personal data for individuals in the workforce. That is where Avatar seeks to empower these individuals by allowing them to own and utilize their own data, incentivizing their participation, and redirecting rewards back to them. This not only builds trust by providing ownership of data, but also help employers make more informed decisions about the individuals they engage with. Avatar's unique talent tokenization plays a pivotal role in solving these trust and data ownership issues in the realm of workplace participation. There's a very good question I would like to read and answer daily, that
Hmm.
what is your preparation to make project more popular, and asked by Jenny 1378. For this question, I'll, I'll educate a little bit about blockchains. So when it comes to blockchains, a key simplifying concept is units of ownership, gold tokens, right? And when people often think of tokens as digital assets or currencies, a more accurate technical definition would describe them as data structures that can track quantities, permissions, and other metadata for users on the blockchain. Now, if that sounds abstract, that because tokens are an abstraction, and this abstraction makes them too easy to use and simple to program. And the basis on this technical theory, which very less Web3 founders understand, from my perspective, everything of value will be a token on a blockchain in future. Whether it will be a bond, a commodity, a piece of art, a very bottle of wine, every car or something, everything of value in the world will be eventually be a token. Or you can say every transaction of value will happen in digital assets. And this makes a very strong case for Avatar to identify a very programmable use case, which means identifying the real people And there is where we see the problem in the traditional world. There no system which provides transparency, immutability, digital ownership in the employment space. And I envision the future of work will be on the blockchain, establishing tokens as an ownership. So now, uh, this is where I strongly believe the innovations will happen around tokenizations, providing the ownership and the ease of control of their assets back to the users. What is membership fees to be avatar participants? Yes, let me take this question, which is asked by Mr. Lopez away.
Yeah.
Um, See, as of now, we have run various simulations considering our total fixed supply, total token availability for the initial early adopters, and then the scaling issues. Very soon, during the beta stage, we will decide what will be the membership fees in terms of talent token for employers to join the product and start creating the smart jobs, which are smart contracts. But enthusiast people or people who would like to try early, our lead MVP is coming out. You can try it out, you can play around, you can suggest some features to us in our Discord community, and it will be purely available on testnet, so you don't need to pay any membership fees to use the avatar product. But when it will go live, there will be a very minimal fee as compared to the current traditional systems where you are paying more than 20% of your time and payment to use those systems, but you get nothing in return, neither your data nor a very controlled established system. But in Avatar, these membership fees for employers will be very, very, very minimal. Plus, you will be owning your own data, and the system will be rewarding you and your NFT holders.
Do you have anything you want to say as closing thoughts to the BSC Daily community watching this live stream? Please.
Thank you for this opportunity, Daily, to discuss Avatar's vision and milestones. I'm very genuinely excited about the upcoming groundbreaking developments in our scalable platform, tokenomics, and unique approach to our talent management. The alignment of our technical solution with real world use case, coupled with a seasoned team, positions us for success. We look forward to the community's continued involvement and support as we navigate through these exciting phases of growth and innovation.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Mahendra. And I think that Avatar is doing something quite unique.